Right everyone, I'm just going to do a quick chicken bhuna. For this I've cooked about half a kg of chicken thigh meat. I already pre-cooked it by adding a couple of teaspoons of oil to a pan. Added a teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon of mixed powder, which consists of cumin, turmeric and coriander and tiny bit of chili powder. And this is what you get. You cook it until the chicken loses its water, becomes solid. It's just an easier way of cooking a chicken bhuna. I don't use base gravy or anything. This is my home style chicken bhuna. So bear with me, I'll show you the process. Right, I'm going to use two tablespoons of cooking oil. Let that heat up. I've got some cinnamon sticks, a few bay leaves, a few cardamoms and cloves and some whole cumin seeds. I'm going to add them to the oil. Let that cook through. Once you start getting the aroma off the garam masala, I will add the onions. Now here I've got 2.5 finely chopped medium-sized onions. I'll let that reduce down. It's so simple to make this chicken bhuna. Anybody can do it. You try and follow the guidelines that I will show you. To this I will add about a couple of pinches of dried fenugreek leaves. As you can see, ladies and gents, my onions are softening really nicely. Now I'm going to add just a tablespoon of salt. And 2 tablespoons of garlic and ginger paste. Let that all cook together. Right, as you can see, onions have nicely softened up. So the secret to getting it into a sauce, nice and smooth sauce, is once the onions just get to this stage, just add about half a cup of water, hot water. and let it cook away for another couple of minutes. There you go. Now I will add the spices. What I find easy is like make a mixed powder out of all the spices and that stuff, and just add that in this. I've got 1 teaspoon of turmeric, 1.5 teaspoon of coriander, 1.5 teaspoon of cumin, and there you go, that goes in there, and 1.5 teaspoon of chili powder, and a teaspoon of garam masala. Get it in there like this. Say you want to cook the rawness out of the spices, so make sure you don't burn the spices or the mixture. There you go. Give it about 30 seconds to a minute. And then I will add my tomatoes. I've got 1 whole chopped tomato up, and a couple of green chilies chopped up. I'll whack everything in there. Stir it in well. Reduce the heat down really low. Like I said, I don't use any base gravy or anything in any of my cooking. This will become my base for my dish, so I will cook that until the tomatoes has softened up and the oil has risen to the top in a really low heat, maybe 2 to 3 minutes. I'll just cover it up, and in the meantime make sure you stir it. There you go, my tomatoes has softened up, the oil in the pan has separated from the onions mixture. Now I will add my pre-cooked chicken thighs. There you go. And let that cook for a further couple of minutes, making sure, cover it up with all the spices. Let that cook for a couple of minutes. There you go, it's been a couple of minutes since I put the chicken in. Now, can you see all the spices I've clung onto the chicken pieces? Now what I'll do, I'll add another single tomato. Cook it on medium heat. And I will add maybe 3/4 of a cup of water to this. Hot water. That should be enough. Maybe a tiny bit more of water. Maybe another cup of water and that's it. Now put it on high heat. Let the water reduce down. Let everything come to a boil, which will take about a minute, 2 minutes. I'll come back after 2 minutes. There you go, my chicken bhuna is already near enough done. All that's left to do is add the coriander, freshly chopped coriander. Turn the heat down. Maybe leave it for a couple of minutes to settle. Now, this is my chicken bhuna, ladies and gents. From start to finish, it took me about 20 minutes, if that. So the preparation takes the most. If you prepared everything beforehand, and it's so simple to cook. All you have to do is just cook the onions down, reduce the onions down, add the spices, cook off the spices, and this is what you end up with. So I don't know. Cook it yourself and try it. And let me know. Do comment and let me know on my comment sections how it turns out. There you go. I'm going to try a tiny bit. I said tiny bit. There you go. Nice. Thank you everybody. Happy cooking.